Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Let's Play. So this is it, everybody. We're going to be finally ending Sonic's story, so in order for us to get to the final stage of the game, we're going to have to ring 3 bells that's located at certain points of Soliana City, or Soliana's town. Whatever. You know what I mean. And, in order for us to, get to the last level. They're in very easy, convenient locations. At the highest bell tower points, there's one above the mayor's place. There's one to the very, I want to say the very east of the town. And then there's one to the very west of the town. So, finding them is no big deal whatsoever. You're supposed to talk to the bishop once again, the same guy we talked to in order for us to do the Trials of Soliana. But, since I've done this beforehand, there's no point of me to even talk to him whatsoever. I doubt that any of you probably care at this point or anything like that, because this is probably like the 4th or 5th time I apologize. Sorry that this video actually came out today. This video should have been out, yesterday, but I just had so much going on, with life. Yeah, I actually have a life. I can go figure. That it took forever for me to get this video out. And also I had a bit of issues here and there, but I got them all ironed out at this point, so no problems whatsoever. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the final stage of Sonic's story, Aquatic Base, and this has got to be probably the most enemy-heavy stage of them all, because I stated this previously on one of the side missions about it, like, it was the final side mission that we did with Sonic. You can rack up, you can get S rank or almost an S rank with pretty much racking up enemy score alone. In here, that's a definite yes. With all these enemies here, if you take your time, you just take your time destroying each enemy, you will definitely get that that S rank. It's 50,000 points, but you can easily score up to like 70,000 or 80,000 on enemy score alone. Just make sure you don't die and whatnot. And, you'll you will definitely get that S rank. Even if you die once, or die early at the beginning, and don't die for the rest of the stage, you'll still be able to get the S rank. This is an easy S to get. As in terms of Aquatic Base of how it is, I love the soundtrack to this stage. I love both of the pieces that play for this part and then the second part. For gimmicks for Aquatic Base, it doesn't really have that much. You saw the hallway with those metal balls and everything like that. I don't know what the purpose to them was, but yeah, fuck that. Oh god, I'm so glad this thing wasn't coded right, because I get to do shit like this. Sonic has his own space jump. Think you're so unique now, Samus? Sonic can do it too. But as I was going back into the metal balls in the hallway there, I don't know what the purpose of them were, except maybe to disorient your homing attack and everything, but as you clearly saw, I was able to take them out pretty easily, so I don't know, it just didn't seem that big of a deal. But another gimmick here are these magnetic poles, as you're seeing I'm hitting with tails. These poles, if there's a chunk of enemies around these poles, it'll automatically kill them. I guess the magnetics of the pole just, tears them apart. I think it's supposed to be doing that, but clearly their death animation doesn't show it. But that's clearly what they do, so, if you find those magnetic poles, try to hit them as much as you can. And with that, you can also get some nice score bonuses while doing it too. This will also be the last time we'll be playing as Tails, and, that fantastic ground speed he has, and, his dummy ring bombs, which I still don't get why we're even using this stuff. I mean, whatever happened to his Tails from Sonic Adventure? I think that worked out pretty well. I haven't heard anybody really complain about that. And also, if I remember, in Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2, you were able to jump on enemies' heads too. I think you could, much of I could recall. But, you know, I know for like jumping on enemies' heads, you know, in a 3D Sonic game could be kind of it's not really the best way to go, but at least you can do it. That's kind of the point I'm bringing and everything like that. It's just Sonic has his homing attack and his bounce bracelet. Tails just have dummy ring bombs. Yeah, the point with the dummy ring bombs is just it's not just the idea of it that kind of irks the shit out of me. It's more of just how it's designed, because we have to fly above enemies in order to drop them. And frankly, we could just be doing something else, and also, you know, we just using the X button to throw them. And as you saw right there, is that that's actually when you hold down the X button and you go into a first-person mode to throw the rings at enemies and everything like that. I just don't know what's the purpose of it whatsoever, because there is no aiming reticule, so it makes it very difficult to chuck something like that at an enemy. And it's always in that one spot right there in Aquatic Base with Tails that one blue robot does not get killed by the magnetic pole. So you have to aim the dummy ring bombs at him, and that's probably got to be the most annoying part of the game for Tails, at least. So after we got done with Tails' part, now we're back here in this little central hub, and you know, I'm using as much as the magnetic poles as possible because, you know, we'll rack up that score and whatnot. And even if you take your time, you know, it'll count like, it'll still count no matter what you do. So, you know, you can take your sweet ass time with it. You'll be alright. You'll gain that score really quickly. Because look, I'm already like at, the quality that I'm watching this in right now is not really the best quality, so I think I'm like at 28,000. Something like that, but still, I'm almost halfway. I think I'm more than halfway, actually, for getting an S rank off enemy score alone. And also, you know, abusing the red gem like I'm doing too, you know, that's just another big time bonus as well. And it's just, you should, like as I stated this previously, you should not get it. You should never, ever get anything else but an S rank if you take your time destroying the enemies. There's also that little section right there, and I almost fell off there. There's also that little section there that, if you want to get the goodies, you know, you have to have some, you know, good platforming skills. But other than that, I suggest you be Mini Sonic. And even if you want the goodies and you want to use Mini Sonic, try to land on a platform with Mini Sonic. It'd be kind of difficult, so, you know, you want to be extra careful. And, you know, the deeper we're going into the Aquatic Base, its defenses are activating and it's glass. Yeah, top of the line defense systems, everybody. It's glass. I think in my mind it's supposed to be bulletproof glass, but Sonic I don't know, he must have a really hard body or something like that. But he's breaking through the glass like it's fucking nothing, and suddenly Knuckles. Alright, let's see if Knuckles can prove a bit more in the stage, but most likely not. But since we're back with Knuckles, you know, I did get a little bit more to talk about him about when we did the Three Musketeers side mission a while back. But one thing I forgot to mention with Knuckles is that when it comes to climbing walls in this game, is same thing with Rouge. Oh yeah, we get to play as Rouge in Shadow's story, but you know, you probably already figured it out when you saw Rouge, you know, when they went to the future and whatnot. But Knuckles could easily, you know, get stuck on the walls and whatnot, and because of that reason, you know, that's probably one of the biggest irks everybody has about Knuckles, is that you could easily get stuck on the walls. And you know, I don't blame them whatsoever, because there's people who've been stuck on the walls for like a good 11 to 20 minutes. Me, I haven't really been stuck that long on a wall, but I have been stuck on it for it like more than you should. And Knuckles doesn't really use his fists when I think about it when he climbs the walls. He kind of uses his fingers like Spider-Man. Don't know why. Sticky fingers, I guess, but doesn't matter. But it's okay, folks. We're almost done with the level. After this entourage of enemies, and then one more hallway, then another entourage of enemies, that should be the end of the level. You know, I'm at 47,000 points, and I'm only just less than 3,000 something away just for getting an S rank alone. You know, abusing that red gem really helps out. And look, 50,000. I already got myself an S rank. As long as I could just keep continuing on forward if I want to, and then I'll just get the S rank, no problem. But I don't know. I guess I'm taking more time killing enemies and whatnot. So I don't know, because I'm bored as hell. One thing I do want to point out is that usually when you have a huge barrage of enemies, usually they're like near a bunch of crates. There's this one black and red crate, kind of like a fire crate and everything like that. If you really want to make things easier on you and want to take out the enemies quicker that way, you know, try to destroy that crate, because usually most of the time its blast radius will destroy all the enemies around. I'm not too sure about the ones with the humongous health bars, but it'll still do a lot of damage, so, you know, to make your fights a whole lot easier, you know, try to aim for those boxes as much as you can. And, thank God we have the bounce bracelet, you know. I already talked about the gimmick I hate the most, and I can't stress that enough, that I hate enemies with health bars. I just really do. Those enemies are not worth it, because I am not risking dying because some bad hit detection or collision detection and whatnot. But folks, that is Aquatic Base. I got 63,000 points. Most of it was off enemy score alone, and I just got myself an S rank. You should really not get anything lower than that if you decide to come and take all the enemies out. You really should not. These things are completely pointless, these gold medals, but hey, you know, I guess the bragging counts, I guess.
Increasing. Engine output at maximum. Course plotted.
You know, if you kind of close your eyes and listen to that, you can kind of take that the wrong way.
Lifting off.
Why is this happening? No!
Playtime's over.
Sonic!
How the hell did he get in there?
This ship is about to crash. Too bad, Eggman.
I'm not finished yet! You keep getting in my way, you pesky little hedgehog! Very well. I'll take you out myself!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The final boss with Sonic's story is the Egg Wyvern, and, you know, I just want to point this out, is that, you know, when Sonic actually got into the, hop aboard the egg carrier, to be more exact, is that the thing wasn't really that big, and now we're in this boss fight, and look how enormous this is. Like, what the hell happened here? I mean, this is actually more like it. This actually more looks like a battleship than anything else. This looks threatening. This looks intimidating. It really does. But anywho, folks, the Egg Wyvern is the final boss of Sonic's story, and it's pretty much the Egg Viper from Sonic Adventure. I joke you not. It really does like to mimic Sonic Adventure. It really does. So, you know, let's break this down. You know, for more details. For the Egg Wyvern boss battle, it has 3 phases. The first phase is that, you know, he'll start to, you know, fly all around and whatnot, and he'll try to charge you. Just like with the Egg Cerberus fight, you know, he has a horn in the front, so you want to home attack it, and then, you know, just like with the Egg Cerberus fight, you're able to control him, and you're supposed to make him collide with all this debris. And after you make him hit the debris, he'll bounce back to the middle platform once again, and he'll shoot these little electrical things that will destroy the footing that he's on. But, you know, you never really have to worry about that too much. The biggest pain in the ass with the first part is making him run into the debris, because, folks, this is probably the biggest irk I have with the first part is that making him collide with these debris, because I swear, they seem like they come at complete random and everything like that. And because of that, it takes forever just for me to even do some damage to him, because even when I do hit him against the debris that falls, sometimes the collision detection doesn't work and it counts like it doesn't work at all. It's like, no, nope, have to do it again. It's because of that reason of why this fight was taking so long. In fact, this is probably the worst I've ever done with the Egg Wyvern, because of that horrible collision detection. I just don't understand why. I mean, clearly, I hit his head against the debris, but, it doesn't work. And also, sometimes controlling him is more finicky than controlling the egg Cerberus, because with the egg Cerberus, you can only control him left and right. With him, you're controlling him up and down, left and right, and, up, down, all around. And it just gets real annoying. And see, because I didn't get another hit on him again, I have to wait until he starts to charge at me, let him fly all around me, do all this, and then I have to wait again. It's just... See, he hit the fucking debris right there. Why couldn't that count? Seriously. Because I have to do it is bullshit. It really just is. And unfortunately, folks, it's because of that, like I said, this fight just drags on. It really does. Because you're supposed to make his head hit the debris so the cockpit can actually, be revealed and everything. But since debris just falls whenever it wants to, and the collision detection will work whatever it wants to, it makes this fight drag on for so damn long. And also the controls of him, I could have hit that one piece of debris right there, but unfortunately, since I took too long, I have to go back on the footing again. Christ. This is really starting to get annoying, folks. I am not kidding. He also has his little laser attack, too, that he does. It's really easy to dodge, just stay away from the reticules, and, that's it. And even when you're really close to it, it doesn't really have that big of a blast radius, even with this other laser attack he does, so, you never have to worry about that. There, now I finally got another hit on him, but that's still... I don't think that's not enough, though. I think I still need to get him hit one more time in order for the cockpit to even be revealed whatsoever. This is definitely a fight that shows how poorly designed this game was. Folks, I'm not doing this on purpose. I said this all the way back in part 2. I'm going to be trying to play at the best of my abilities, but if the game is stopping me from doing that, then there's nothing I can do about it.
Here I come, Sonic.
Alright, hopefully this time I'm able to hit his face against one of the debris. Because seriously, you see all the debris, flying everywhere during when I'm on the footing, but nope. Apparently when I'm flying, it likes to be sporadic. Okay, so the first two didn't hit him, but that one did. I mean, seriously, I don't understand. The first two didn't hit him, but the last one did. What the fuck? I just don't understand it whatsoever. Also, another note about the electrical sparks that he puts to destroy the footholes and everything like that. They may look dangerous, but they really aren't. Even when you're next to them, the little electricity that surrounds them won't hurt you. So, you could take your sweet damn time to get away from the footing. Hell, you can even walk, and you'll be A-okay. That was the other attack I was talking about, the big laser attack that he did, and you know what? It's just like with the little lasers, The blast radius looks threatening, but it really is not that threatening. And then he will try to do another Egg Viper thing, Can you make it over here, Sonic? And you have to home attack on the little laser guns that he has on the front and, home attack the cockpit. Because, folks, I'm serious. The first time I played this fight, the Egg Viper was going through my mind because this is exactly like it. The quotes, the overall structure of this fight, it's so much of Egg Viper. It really is. And a lot of people had complaints of this fight because of those reasons. And to me, it's not really that it's copying. I'm gonna make that a new word now. It's not the fact that it's copying a game that's, you know, superiorly better, but, you know, just it's just how the execution of this fight. It was poorly executed. It really was. The collision detection, you know, just waiting for him to, you know, attack you, just. Then again, you had to do that for, you know, Sonic Adventure, but at least in Sonic Adventure, you know, it was executed a bit better. Not with so much of the waiting, but more of like when you actually hit him, you hit him. So yeah. There wasn't a point at Sonic Adventure where, you know, he gets close to me, he throws his little tops, you jump on them, and I did the homing attack, and there wasn't a point where, you know, that homing attack did not hurt him whatsoever. But this is, you know, his third and final phase now. He'll finally destroy the last two footholds that I'm on, and, you know, you think that he would shoot another one and destroy the last foothold I'm on, but nope. He decides to go for the nosedive suicide trick, just like in Sonic Adventure with the Egg Viper. So let's just show this fat ass who's boss and finish him once and for all.
Here I come, Sonic.
Right, Baldy McNosehair, bring it on. Booyah!
I can't believe this. Yeah!
What kind of death animation was that? Then again, like, not really much of the animation. That's more of actually the physics of the game. But yeah, see, just because of all that drawback, you know, I got a C. I would have gotten an S. I always get an S in that fight, but because of so much drawback is the reason why I got myself a C. But you know what? I don't care. It's over. Oh, thank God.
Aren't you worried? If you have time to worry, then none, right?
Nice smile.
You know, I'm surprised that Elise didn't break any bones in her body, because realistically, that would happen to any normal human being, but I just don't care. But anywho, folks, that is the end of Sonic the Hedgehog's story. I'm not going to be showing the credits because I want to actually save that for when we actually get to the final story, because, you know, if I leave the credits in after every single character's story, we'll be seeing them about 3 or 4 times. And frankly, you know, I don't want to do that. So, you know, the next video I'm doing, guys, is actually my final thoughts of Sonic's story. I'm going to try to post that after I post this video up on YouTube. Like, it'll probably take maybe a couple hours, like maybe 2 or 3 or something like that. At least I hope. But, you know, this video is already over 20 minutes long, so, you know, I just want to keep it to its own separate video. So, you know, next video, guys, I'm going to do on Sonic 06 is I'm going to do my final thoughts on Sonic, and then the Tuesday coming up, we're going to be taking on a Silver's story. So, till then, guys, I'll see you for my final thoughts of Sonic.